Hey, Holy Cross family, just wanted to invite you to worship this Sunday as we kick off a new worship series that we're calling Making Sense of the Bible. I think Mark Twain hit the nail on the head when he said that it's not the parts of Scripture that he doesn't understand that scare him, it's the parts that he does understand that scares him the most. The very thing that should draw us closer to God, Scripture, the reading of Scripture, and the reflection upon Scripture, oftentimes becomes one of the things that serves as the biggest obstacle in our faith in Jesus and our relationship with God. So we want to unpack those things. We want to struggle and wrestle with the difficulty that lie within many of the texts that we have both in the Old and New Testament. For example, we want to take a look at the intersection of modern science and Scripture. From the very beginning in the book of Genesis, we have a couple accounts of how the world came to be. We want to talk about, what does it mean to say that the world is 4.5 billion years old, for example. We want to talk about something that's been near and dear to our hearts here at Holy Cross, which is a vision forward for the church where all are invited and all are included and accepted, specifically those, our sisters and brothers within the LGBTQ community. We want to take a look at why there seems to be so much violence in Scripture, particularly in the Old Testament, where we have a God who advocates for genocide in many accounts. We want to take a look at the role of women in Scripture, how women are treated not only 2,000 years ago, but also how we look at Scripture and understand Scripture today and the role of women. Why is it that women were treated as subordinates? Why is it that women were instructed to be silent? How much of those things are culturally conditioned and should be left, in the time and place that those texts were written? How many of them no longer apply? Is there anything that still applies when it comes to the role of women and leadership in churches, for example? Why are there so many texts about slavery in both the Old and New Testament? Why are there so many texts that tell us that we should, not by sparing the rod we spoil the child? So there are all kinds of challenging texts that create this tension for us. And while there's a tendency to sort of get rid of them, I think that we need to have them there to remind us of where we're at and how far we've come and where we're heading and just how far we have still to travel on this journey of faith. And so I hope you'll join me at 9:30 this Sunday morning as we kick off this new series, Making Sense of the Bible. Let's come together to wrestle and to struggle with these texts in community. See you on Sunday. Goodbye.